Hey, Mr. Pirate Brain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll play some more of that for you guys whenever I have my intermission time. I hope you like my mocha latte cafe today, Mr. Pirate Brain. I hope you had your coffee, caffeine-free, of course, and healthy and straight from Africa. Beans, that is. Because we do all healthy drinking and eating over here. And we believe in eternal life. We don't believe that in death. No. Even though we have to deal with it and go to funerals and plan funerals and all of these other things, we know better. We know in our hearts of hearts that no one truly, really dies. They transition. And speaking of English, when we think of this language that we speak, almost every word, if we can be traced back, has a totally different understanding than what we're using today, which in itself proves that the English language is a language of low vibration and is meant to entrap people in modern day, to imprison us, to entrap us, and to continuously keep us in a repeated state of self-condemnation. Words are powerful, and what you say to yourself shapes your reality. As well as what we say aloud. But most of all to self, because we're responsible for building our world. Psychology is powerful in that it can give you self-insight and assist one in their path of self-discovery. When one understands, once we come out from this stupor with these lower beings, we allow to lower us into their decadency existence, then we will see the assistance from the higher hands to help us do the inevitable. Today we're talking about the Olympics as a front and a distraction. So we're watching what, their right hand or their left hand. You can say either or, but I'm just going to use for my example. We're watching their right hand, right? But we're not seeing what the left hand is doing. That's what my definition of distraction is, to keep us watching the dangling thing in their hands while they're doing stuff, nefarious stuff behind our backs. This is taking place on a daily basis. Olympus is not only for the distraction, but it's also to con the masses. Foreign countries, other countries, into thinking that we are united in humanity on this planet. Hold on. But that's a falsehood. And I think a lot of people are starting to, all over the world, are starting to see through all of that. But we do got a few that are still, in that stupor of God is going to come and take care of everything that's going bad in the world. And they want you like that. That's part of it. Religion is a big part of it. Having you think that something's going to come and take care of it so you can be in a slumber. So you can be in the slumber and sit back and watch the Olympics and watch the news on a daily basis and believe everything that you've been told. Even though the world is crumbling around you, so that even though you can't see that the world is crumbling around you, they hope that you get caught up. I think majority of the people already know that about what a front and a distraction is. But what I want to get into mostly is, real quick, is the point that when we don't do these things, when we don't engage, and nobody on earth should be involved in following them to the ends of to the cliff, to where the cliff is, and over the cliff. No one on this planet should want to go over the cliff with them, because when they go to extremes, we already know what extremes look like. We know what extremes are. We know this from past experiences. And I just wanted to put out there, winning. Peace, love, happiness is winning. It will always win, because what would happen is, when they have to beat you down, when they have to call you names, when they have to make you look less attractive than something else, when they have to push these agendas, when they have to coerce you into self-destruction, when they have to disturb the peace, when they have to evoke control, when they have to brainwash, when they have to get down to the filth with you, that means you're so tough that they can't beat you square and fair. That means that they are defeated. When they have to go so destructive and so low It's because they're defeated. Everything is mentalism. For those of you who've been in competitions before, or been in a race or been in some kind of contest, you don't feel like you're winning. A lot of times you're trying your best, but you're not thinking in your mind necessarily, I got this. You got a lot of things going through your mind, and you're trying to fight to think I got this, but in your mind you have that doubt, but you're still pushing forward. That's where we're at. We have that doubt, and they love to have that doubt in our minds. But we must know that we are winning, even though what it looks like is a lie. What it looks like in the illusion is always going to be a lie. What it looks like in this illusion is always going to be a false lie. So, family, this is just a little encouragement, a little reminder for us to not allow these fronts and distractions and the way things look does not mean that we are defeated. It just means that we are winning. It just means that we are winning. So I didn't want to stay on here that long. I just had to get that across. I'm gonna try to get some cards so that I can do some readings on other people. But like I said in the beginning, I do my own reading, and I really highly suggest other people do their, not necessarily reading, but communication. I do my communication. That's what I call it. Communication is very critical with your spirit guides, with your inner self, your higher self. It's very, very important for you to do those communications. That's what you're going to know what your purpose is, and that's how you're going to know if you're along those, along the right path for that purpose, and you're doing all the right things. That's very critical. And that aspect is very critical, that we keep our focus and know that we are not alone, that you are never alone. Even when you're in a room by yourself alone, you're not alone. You're never alone. They're rejoicing at you, with you, even though you're not giving them the acknowledgement. They still know that one day you will become aware of your most higher self and your own powers and gifts that you were brought here with, that people are trying to separate you from, that they are trying to separate you from. So that's very critical. You want to get to the point where you are, that you are working with your gifts that you were brought here for. And so with that said, thank you, Mr. Parrot Brain, for being here. I hope you enjoyed the latte coffee, and music. So with that said, peace, family. Till next time. Always remember true love, real peace, and the higher self within your soul.